If you're like most business leaders I engage with, you want to do AI in a business, but you don't know where to start. So I'm going to ask you the same question I usually ask them. AI to do what? 9 out of 10 times, they don't have an answer. But this is usually the part where I introduce my ABC playbook for AI execution. So what is this playbook? It's A for align, B for build, and C for commit. In the align phase, we determine what exactly we're going to use AI for. In the build phase, we determine what resources we need to make it happen. And in the commit phase, we determine how we're going to get people to use the system. Under the align phase, we have 3 steps. First, vision alignment. Second, assessing readiness. And third, prioritizing use cases. Alright, so what is vision alignment? This is where we get business leaders up to speed on what AI is, what's happening in their industry, as well as what's possible for their business based on the existing technology. Next, you're going to assess your readiness to deliver on what's possible in your industry. So you're going to look at your people, your systems, and your data. Now we're going to prioritize use cases. We're going to do this based on cost, impact, and feasibility. After we have done that, we're going to want to ensure that we have a balanced portfolio of projects. So we want some quick wins. These are high impact, low complexity projects. Then we're also going to want some strategic bets, which are more complex but still high impact. And then we're going to want some foundational. These are the ones that take a little bit longer to achieve their value realization, but they are extremely important for the long-term survival and differentiation of the company using AI. We're now done with the align phase. So now we're going to move to the build. And in the build phase, we ask what data we're going to need, what knowledge our people need to have, what tools we're going to use, and what governance systems we're going to put in place. Let's talk a little bit more about data. So there are 5 things you need to consider. First, you need to know what you have, where it lives, and can you trust. Next, establish clear rules around ownership and usage of data. You need to build systems to refresh, clean, and validate your data. Now, let's look at your data infrastructure. It needs to be scalable, flexible, and well connected. And finally, let's talk about your data culture. Do your people have the right skills and mindset to use data effectively? Also, do you have clear roles and responsibility with regards to data use and governance? Let's discuss technology. But first, let me tell you the top 4 mistakes as a business leaders make when it comes to buying technology. The first one is buying tools that are not connected or can't be connected to their existing systems. The second one is overbuying, buying features that they will never use. Third one is underutilization. So the team don't know or just don't use the systems. And fourth is getting locked in to a particular vendor. So here are some tips you can use to avoid wasting money. First one is to ensure that you're crystal clear on what problem you're using the AI system to solve. Also, you're very clear on how you'll measure success for it. Next, ensure that you have the data that will be integrated into the system, ready and available for use. Next, ensure that you take into consideration your total cost of ownership. So not just the cost for today, but the cost that it will take to scale the system. Speaking of scale, ensure that whatever you design, it is designed not just for now, but it is designed to deal with a higher workload and new use cases in the future. Know your people. Ensure you have the people in place to maintain the system. So this could be an internal team that is well trained and have full understanding of how to use the system. Or if you're reliant on an external team, ensure that they are competent and reliable and that they won't lock you in to these long-term contracts that make you too dependent on them. Okay, so there's a lot more to be said on technology, but we're going to end here for now. In part 2 of this video, we're going to determine when it makes sense to build versus buying your own tech. We'll also get deeper on your people and governance. See you then.